Hello. I think we are live now. Okay. So in today's video, what we are going to do is build a AI recommendation system using Laravel, and a package that I have built, which is this EmbedVector-Laravel. So first let's understand why this package, why we need this kind of system. Suppose you are building an application where you need to suggest some recommendation, whether it can be movies, if it is movies recommendations engine, whether it is job board, you need to suggest particular job to customers or candidates. That might be one use case. And wherever you might feel the need of recommendation, whether it can be a course website where you need to suggest courses to student, then we need this system. So what is a traditional way? One is plain SQL search, using like this. So the problem with this like search is it doesn't understand. Let's say you are searching for job, your profile says backend engineer, but it doesn't understand that if job description got we need backend engineer, and your profile says Laravel developer. So if we do SQL like search, it won't match your profile because it doesn't understand backend and Laravel are same thing or similar things. That Laravel developer can also do backend engineering. All right. So this is the limitation. There are other systems, other solutions like using melee search, type sense. So these application has features where you can do similarity search. You can put Laravel and backend in same, say that they are similar words, and then it will match. So it also got limitation. How many words will you put for similarity? It quickly becomes hard to maintain. Now this AI recommendation system comes to rescue in this case. How? What we'll do is we will generate our vector embeddings of customer profile and job profile using AI. Now AI is good on understanding the meaning of word, meaning of sentence. We will embed those text, generate vector embeddings and save it somewhere. Then we will use Postgres or any other vector database to match those results. Now the question comes, what is a vector? What are vector? What is embedding? So the embedding is, let's say in customer, we'll build a whole application from scratch. I'm just trying to understand what these concepts mean so that it is easier to understand what we are doing. So let's say we have in customer profile, we have something like skills and his description, summary, whatever things. Let's say he says Laravel developer with 8 years of experience. So this is the text that we will generate embedding for. So how? Using OpenAI. So OpenAI API provides embedding. So what OpenAI does is it looks at this sentence and then it understands the meaning and generate a vector. Vector is nothing but let's say this L is represented by some location. So I will not go in detail of all AI things. So what it basically does is it generates the meaning of every word, developer these every word, and generate them in vector. Vector is nothing but so vector is just like, let me draw a line. So let's say we generate a vector, and this is the meaning of this sentence. All right, then we will try to generate a vector which is represented by dot here. So these are different vector representation, and these has meaning, which AI will generate all these meaning. So now when we want to get the similar jobs that matches this sentence, we will do search in these vector. Let me make it a bit small. We'll search these vectors. Those who come closer to this meaning will get matched. So basically the idea is like this. In high school we read about what is vector. It's got value as well as direction. All right, so kind of similar, but here we are trying to match with our this meaning. So you can read about this. This is the basic idea about the vector matching. So to generate these kind of vector from these, we are going to use LLMs. In our case, we can use OpenAI or any other LLM to generate those embedding. So right now I think OpenAI is best in class, so we will use that. Okay, so what kind of application we are building? We will have customer who are candidate who are searching for job, and we will build job. Some job will have basic database structure so that we can focus on these embeddings, and we will have location information, skills, and similarly in job we have description of job, what are skills needed, and type of job, whether they support remote or any other. Okay, now let's go and build this. Let me open up terminal. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so Laravel new job board, let's say it. We will use we can use one starter kit. Let's go with Livewire. Built-in authentication, yes. Yes, let's go with Bold. So while it installs, let's explore this package. So here is all the information that I have put here, and it helps us generate bulk embeddings, which will save some cost, and then we can use like this. We have to implement contract, use a trait, and then we need to say what kind of how we want to generate the embeddings, and then that way we can generate a vector representation which we will source later on. Alright, let's go. Hopefully, no, I don't want to do this. Let's see it into job code. I think we should have done this. Now open this up, Valley. There we go. We have, and let's open this up on PHP Storm. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now what we'll do is we'll generate simple schema. I have put this somewhere. Okay, let's generate migration. Let's do git init, git add all, git commit, fresh Laravel installation done. PHP artisan will need two model, make a model which is customer, and we get us migration. There we go. At the same time we will generate for job. There we go. Now let's go to customer migration, and we'll need couple of couple of columns. First one, of course, name, and then we will need, let's go with table. Let's not put let's for now just put skills. We'll need minimum things, and location, and experience, which is integer. There we go. Or a small integer. Yes. Always good to put length, so that database space is minimum. Minimum if you are going on a scale, it will save a lot of disk space. Okay, that's it. So we are making simple so that we can generate embedding. So you might have we are directly storing skills here as a string, comma separated value. You might have this on different table, and then when we are generating embedding, then we will get that data from by querying and then convert that into text. We'll do this in a moment. Now let's go to job table as well. Jobs table. In jobs table, we will have title, description, skill required, title, yeah, location, table string skills required. There we go. And of course description, which can be text. Yeah, can be nullable, but yeah, we need to add this anyway. Okay, we need title of job. What is the job? Backend job, PHP developer. What is the job title and description? Skills required and location. That's good. So now let's seed this. So by the way, we have to use Postgres as a database because it has vector search feature, which is not there in MySQL or any other database. You can use SQLite as well. They also have, I think, vector search now, or you might have to use any external service, but using Postgres is free, so I'm going to use that. So in order to use Postgres, first you can install Postgres, which you can do in couple of ways. If you use DB engine, I think the Laravel in Laravel website documentation you can find DB engine. They recommend this. You can install from here as well. Directly get Postgres. But I have used this Postgres app for Mac, so I'm going to use that. And I will open up database client, which is table plus in my case, and create new connection. So you need to create new connection. I have already new connection here, so you can just edit this. See the, so I have at this port we are running this, whatever password is. In most cases password is same as Postgres, so make sure that that is working. Alright, so now we will get we'll create new table, job board. Okay, open that up. We don't have anything. Let's add this in ENBD database. Database connection is PGSQL. There we go. And port is 54. What's the port? 5432. And Postgres 5432. Postgres job board, and database password, I think Postgres itself. Now let's migrate it. PHP artisan migrate. I have shortcut for this. Looks like what's the problem? Oh, so the problem here is Laravel already ships with jobs table, so you have to change the name of your migration. Create jobs table. See, we already have jobs to save Laravel specific queue jobs. In this case, we cannot call this job. Let's call them job listing. Job listings, and in our job model, we will say use this table. Yeah. So now this job table. Job model is pointing to this. Now let's go and migrate again. So this time I have to do PHP artisan migrate and fresh, so that existing unfinished migration won't affect it. There we go, we have table there. Now let's go and see that. We have everything we need. Now let's seed some data so that we can do some matching. So meanwhile we do that, we also need to, we can also install that package. I think first let's do seeding. Let's generate a factory, PHP artisan make. So we need a small set of data so that it will be predictable for us to match those results and see whether it is actually matching or not. So for that, just a second, I need to turn on the light. This is better. Okay, let's see some data. So in order to seed data, we need seeder, of course. Make seeder, job seeder. There we go. Let's go to job seeder, and here we will generate some data. So I will ask AI to generate this data for us. So I will give it, looks like we can. So for AI work, I am using cursor. So I will open cursor here in this location, and I will provide Now in job seeder we will generate some data. I have one screenshot that I will provide it. So we want to generate this kind of data. I think you cannot see this. I will show in a moment. Data displayed in image. Using job model. I think it should understand this. Let's see. Understanding table structure. Now it got a lot better using Boost. I'm not using Laravel Boost in this. So if we use Laravel Boost, then it is a lot better. It understands, it reads database, although it is doing good job here. Yeah, so here we are generating few jobs. There we go. So we have these jobs in place. Great. Let's also create a customer displayed in image. There we go. So to generate these kind of data, seed data, it's perfect use case of AI to use in this kind of case. So right now I'm using job seeder to generate both job and customer, and then we can have data to play with. Perfect. So meanwhile, while it is generating those, let's install this package. All right. So to install this package, we simply need to require this. Yeah, let's require this, or let it finish. Okay, it created another seeder. So we require this package. Our seed data is ready. What did it say? Oh, looks like the information is so I need to update the docs. So it is actually THE Dasubindu, and we don't need the main. Is it generated by AI or what? There we go. So I will update this documentation right away. Don't worry about that. So my username is THE Dasubindu. So I used AI to generate this readme. See where it does error like this. So you need to review it. So I posted it yesterday. So I have made many changes. It might have got confused. No worries. Let's go. It is installed. We have data to play with. We have a job seeder with some data. Let me make it a bit bigger. We have title, description, location. We have different, and similarly we have customer seeder where I'm seeding only one customer, so that we match to this customer some jobs. All right, now it's ready. Let's go to DB database seeder, and here we need to looks like it didn't add it to both together. You can do so. Yeah, we need to call like this. We want both seeder to get generated. Do we need user? No. So in database seeder file we are using both seeders, and we'll simply run db seed psp artisan db seed. It should generate those database. So our data is ready. Job listing. There we go. We have some data. Now if we search the personalized or recommended job for this applicant, we should get meaningful results. Let's say this job says scalable APIs with Node.js. Yeah, build API. So building API is also under the Laravel job, so it should match. Otherwise, if we would have simply done SQL search or any other search, it wouldn't have matched that. There we go. Now data ready. We have just installed this package. Now let's put the trait that we need. So we'll explore the code base of this package in a moment. First, let's just use this. So the main thing that we need to use is we have these two traits. Let's see, sorry, these two contracts. Let's see these, what these do. So one is embeddable contract and embedding searchable contract. Let's say we want to search for jobs for a customer. All right, in that case we are searching jobs. All right, so in that case we need to put this embedding searchable contract, which also contains embeddable contract. This contract is included in this. And for model, that you don't need any search feature. Let's say we are not doing search in reverse way. We are not searching for customers that matches particular job. We are only searching for jobs that matches customer, because it is one way from customer to jobs. Then we only need to use this contract in customer and this contract in job, because we want to embed all the job, but we don't want to embed all the customers. That is the difference. So let's use this. So if we implement this contract, then we need to write this method to embedding text. How we like to generate embedding, what text needs to be done. This is just a custom ID, which is just a primary ID of any model. By default it is that. And then we have matching results. What we want to do ideally here is, let's say we have one route. Let's create a test route. Text. So how we will like to match? We have customer. Let's find first customer. There we go. So let's say we have customer. What we like to do is customer matching results, matching results, and then job class. That's it. We want this kind of let's simplify it. We want this kind of interface. Find all the matching results provided by AI that should give us job, all the jobs for this customer. So this is what we are trying to achieve. To find matching jobs, what we need to do is embed all the jobs in our table and send all the embeddings to OpenAI, and that they will generate embedding and give us back. And we need to store that in our database. That is the idea. But in this case, we are not embedding all the customer. Let's say you have millions of customer, and embedding those is really not that good idea, only if you really need it. So we will embed customer on demand and cache it. So let's say we require the matching for this customer, not all the customer. Then we will do the generate the embedding for this customer and then match all the job results. Hope you are getting it. It's really simple. Let's go and use this. So first let's go to customer model. What we need to do is implements embeddable contract. This contract we need to use, and then we need to implement these methods. I have made it easier to implement those. What we need to do is we just need to embeddable trait. We need to just use this trait. This trait got default implementation for matching results, unless you want to change this. And we get embeddings scores and all the helper methods are required. We get a default custom ID, which is the primary ID of the model. Only thing we need to do is we need to define to text method, this method. All right, to embedding text. How would we like to generate embedding? So this should be the semantically matching text that conveys most of the things about customer's profile, which makes sense to the AI to match all the jobs. Let's say you need to imagine you are telling recruiter to match the job for myself, or you are the applicant and you want to convey or send, you are sending a message to recruiter. What would you send? Say you will say that I have experience of this, I want my preferences are these, and things like that. This is exactly what we need to put here. Suppose you are sending message to recruiter, and what are the texts that you need to provide, what is the information that you need to provide. In our case, what is the information we need to provide? Let's see customer table. Here we go. We have name. Name is not relevant. To match with job, we need skill, location, and experience. So what we'll do, this is customer, and we need customers' skills, and then we will put space here. Let's put whole thing in like this. This skills, skills with years of experience. Years of experience located in, we will provide location with these skills and this years of experience. That should work. So what we have done, we have provided all the information of customer profile, candidate located in this location with this skills and years of experience. That's perfect. This is the embedding text for customer. Similarly, we'll need same thing for job, but some additional things. Job, let's go to job model. Same thing, we need to implement embeddable contract, and we don't need embeddable, we have embedding sourceable contract, which contains this contract plus some additional methods. If you see, this is extending this contract and having these two additional methods, query for embedding and syncing. What these two methods does, suppose let's say you want to only embed active jobs, then you will say you will apply query builder and filter out all the unactive jobs or any other jobs if you ever need this kind of functionality. And similarly for syncing, so if jobs are updated, then you need to sync the latest information to database. That is what this method is for. All right, now let's use embeddable sourceable trait. I have created a trait so that you don't have to write all these methods and all this. It is also extending this trait which also already got all the information. All right, let's go back. We have this trait, we have default logic for how we'd like to. So query for embedding, we want to embed everything. For syncing, we will do all the tables which require syncing. By the way, I have provided migration from we have migration in the package, necessary migration required for this functionality. So here also we'll need method which is to embedding text. How would like to embed? So similar to customer, we will do for this as well. So you can do whatever you need. You can provide section as well. Let's say job description, and then you can put like this description. What else we have in job? Let's see. Job table. It's good to see job header. What we have in job? We have title, we have description, job title, you can separate using comma as well. We have description, skills required. Let's put the skills required. Skills required. Job opening with job title this, skills required, job description, and location from job. There we go. So this is the text we need. Okay, so now we have set up our eloquent model with all the required information. Now we need to publish migration. So here I have provided this model, embedding and embedding batch to do bulk embedding. This is used, and this is to store all the vector embedding generated. For this we have migration, and I have also given embedding command. These commands. Let's first run migration provided by this package. PHP artisan migrate. There we go. So we have created vector extension. So these are the migration provided by package. All right, it generated these tables. We are all ready. We are ready to go. Now let's generate a bulk embedding of all the jobs so that we can match. All right, for that we have commands. We have a command, a batch embedding command, which is just run embedding gen and then model name. In our case, let's go PHP artisan embed vector gen. Is it right? Yeah, embedding gen, sorry. Embedding gen. It will generate the batch embedding for job. So for job we have to provide app models job like this. So what this will do is this will generate all the embeddings for this. I think we need to put OpenAI key here, and we also need to provide connection. Let's go to documentation. Hopefully I have put that. Yeah, EmbedVector-DB connection and OpenAI key. I should have put that. So why this? Just in case if you want to use any different connection for your embedding, you can use this. Let's say you have existing application where you want to use this functionality. In that case you will need Postgres. Suppose your main application is not in Postgres, so in that case you can use different connection. For now I am using same connection, so I don't need to provide any other connection. So I am already using Postgres, so I will use my default connection. This is, and also I will need OpenAI key, which I will put it here. OpenAI key, API key, yeah. So although you can configure all these, but I will use default settings. And your OpenAI. So I'm planning to support other free models and local model. For now, we need to have this API key. So behind the scenes, I will put the OpenAI API key, which is I've added API key. Now we are ready to run this command. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. We need to provide type equals to init. So we are initializing. In case of we are syncing, then we can use sync command. Otherwise, this should generate file generated, and then it generated file and uploaded to OpenAI for batch embedding. If you do batch embedding, then cost is half. If you do single embedding one by one, you can do that. But if you have large data, then this is the way to go. This package supports that. So now we need to run another command, which is I put all the information here. So now we need to run this command, PHP artisan embedding process, which is proc. What it will do is it generated a batch, reference to this batch. If we should have generated embedding batch here. Yeah. So here the batch is created, and whenever it got processed, we will have data in our embeddings table. Right now we don't have data, right? So to check if this is processed, we need to run this command. So this is one-time command. You can put it in cron job for syncing. For now, let's run this command. Sorry, we need to run this command, PHP artisan embedding proc. That's all. Now it will process the job that we just dispatched, which is building a file and uploading it to OpenAI. It already uploaded, and then OpenAI is now processing all the data, and we'll check with this command whether it is processed. Current status is in progress, batch not completed, updating status. So it has now moved from validating to in progress status. So there are a couple of status in OpenAI to know whether it is embedded or not. So now it is in progress, and then after progress, I think it will be completed. So we need to check in a couple of minutes. So for 10 jobs that we have, it shouldn't take more than 1, 2 or 3 minutes. According to the traffic, it will take some time. There we go. Alright, so we have generated embeddings, so we have done everything. Now we are waiting for embedding to generate, and then we will run this command to get the matching results for this customer. So we only have one customer in database, so we are matching for this one. Subu with these skills, located in Nepal. Let's run one more time to see if it is processed. So it is still in progress. Sometimes it takes more time, not sure why. So while it generates embedding, I will quickly tell you about how this package works. So whenever we generated this command, what it does, it generates a file that is required by OpenAI embeddings endpoint that we need to upload with which is JSON-L file containing each row with all the embeddings data. So unfortunately we cannot see that file because after uploading is completed, I have deleted that. So let's run process. So they put it in queue and will process according to the traffic. Looks like they are busy. Otherwise I would have displayed it quite quickly. There we go. So now once we run this command, what it will do is it will get the generated embedding and save it in database. Then we will run this command, matching results, to get matching job for the customer. Let's run one more time. Looks like it is taking longer than expected. So once it is completed, we will have output file ID saved in our local database, and I will read that file and run a query to bulk update embeddings table. So it is polymorphic table, supports multiple model. You can store customer embedding as well as jobs embedding here. Okay, let's see what this command is doing. Services, process completed batch service. First let's see, check this command, batch embedding command. Just checking file, JSON file generated successfully. Process embedding command. So it is little bit hard to explain. You can dive into this code and understand if you want how it is working. You can find it out. So we have process all is by default, option all. Looks like they are taking a lot of time to process this simple 10 embeddings that we have pushed. So it sometimes take from 10 to 15 minutes to process all the embeddings. So you can send like up to I think 8,000. I think 50,000 is limit or something like that. We need to check their website. So you can send many jobs for embedding. In our case, we only have 10 embeddings, so we should have done this inline. So I just wanted to show how this package is working for large data as well. That's why I have put this feature here. Otherwise you could have simply used this service, process completed embedding service, and then processed one by one. So if this command was successful, then we shouldn't have to worry about. But unfortunately this is not the case. So once it is completed, it says completed, and we will have data here. No, they are not doing. So this is the case. So for live stream, I think it is kind of boring to wait for it, but I really wanted to show this, how it matches. So I will put this in a compact video format, so that you can watch it later on, the results. I think this is all for this live stream. Let me know how you liked it. Any feedback, we will improve it next time. Alright, that's it. So let me know if you are interested to dive deep into this package, or is it interesting or not. I think with minimal effort you can build a recommendation system quite easily with this package. So although we are doing simple thing, but this package is handling a lot of edge cases. One last time we will see if they processed it. No, they are taking time. Maybe it is high peak hour where there are a lot of embeddings to process. Maybe so. According to priority, they are processing it. So what we can do is we can put this in cron job, so that once it is completed, then it is automatically processed and saved in database. All right.